Corteiz and Nike. This might be one of the unlikeliest collabs because just a few months ago, these two brands were battling each other in the courtroom. Nike sued Corteiz because basically they were like, you blokes can't call yourself Corteiz because we came up with that first. Fast forward to March 2023, Air Max month, and the most hyped Air Max model to release this year is in fact a Corteiz collab. And we got both colorways right here. My name is Josh and I will be reviewing the Nike Air Max 95 Corteiz. So we've got a couple of colorways. The first one to drop was this Gutta Green colorway, which honestly, I love that name. This pair was a Corteiz website exclusive. It released on the 10th of March for £170. And the second is this Pink Beam colorway, also known as the Pink Tings. These released first in New York City at a pop-up store, which had hundreds of people running around the city of New York looking for a bodega. We then saw the shock drop on the sneakers app on March the 25th. Before we get into the shoes, we have to talk about Corteiz, the brand. Now, honestly, I didn't know much about the brand before. In fact, the first time I ever heard of them was while scrolling through TikTok. I came across all these videos of mobs of people running around looking for some sweatpants. I even asked you guys for help, those of you who follow me on Instagram, to just tell me a little bit more about the brand. And I seem to have got a lot of very common responses. I kept seeing the words good marketing over and over again, but there's definitely got to be more to it than that, right? And there definitely is. Corteiz was actually founded back in 2017 in Northwest London, and since then they've developed a very loyal following. They're known for their release methods almost as much as they're known for their product. Some of the most unique drops they've had in their history are the 99-cent cargo drops, and also the Bolo jacket exchange, where people were asked to exchange any one of their own jackets like North Face or whatever else they wear in exchange for a brand new pair of Corteiz. The founder and the face of the brand is Clint419. And even though I'll admit I'm not the biggest fan of the clothes, especially those print sweatpants, you still gotta respect what they've managed to achieve in such a short time. From what I can tell, they are the biggest streetwear brand to come out of London since Palace. And the brand's logo, which you see right here on the tongue of the sneaker, I gotta give a big shout out to my guy 5 Feet for telling me what this logo actually means. This is actually Alcatraz prison in San Francisco. And that's one of the strongest points about the brand, the community aspect. The brand is built on the values of rebellion against the system, and clearly that is something that a lot of people identify with. Okay, we've talked a lot about the brand, let's get into the shoes. So the model chosen is the Air Max 95. Now, Clint419 did mention in his Nike interview,
you know, I was given a choice.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, my personal favorite Air Max, I'm gonna say this, is a 98. But when it came to the choice of what Air Max to pick, I looked at it from a point where storytelling wise, I know what the 95 means to London, I know what it means to England. The 95 was kind of like a no-brainer in that sense.
Now let's get into the shoe, starting off with the box. It's a pretty standard Air Max 95 box, except for this Corteiz logo that you see both on the top as well as the side of the box. So first, opening up the box, you see this Alcatraz camo print, not only on the box, but also on the paper, and I think that looks pretty awesome. And one of the first accessories you get is this bag, which features once again that Alcatraz logo. It's a drawstring bag, which I guess you can put your shoes in there if you're trying to, you know, go traveling or something. They also came with these not safe for work stickers, like there's an 18+ sticker. And getting into the shoes, now starting off with this green pair, I gotta say the colorway in hand looks a lot better than I imagined. It's clearly very army inspired, so there's 3 different shades of green on the shoe. It goes from light to dark as you get towards the bottom of the shoe. We then have the midsole, which is done in black, and you also see those yellow air bubbles. There is definitely quite a bit of Corteiz branding on the shoe. First of all, you got the Alcatraz logo stitched into the tongue. You also have some Corteiz branding on the heel of the shoe done in yellow. And then on the mudguard, you have a tiny bit of Corteiz branding as well. I'm a very big fan of this outsole as well. You see that army print and also the Corteiz logo on the outsole. On the upper of the sneaker, you also have these big mesh panels, not something you normally see on Air Max 95s. And looking at the inner lining of the shoe, you see you have some of that woodland camo. On the back of the shoe, on the 2 heels, you also see some numbers there, and these are actually GPS coordinates of where Corteiz had their first drop. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I gotta take back the words I initially had about this shoe. So when I first saw pictures, I was like, man, this kind of looks like a GR colorway, but honestly, having these in hand, I gotta say these are tough. I don't think I've ever said this in a review review of a shoe before, but this sneaker makes me want to fight somebody. It's tough, it's aggressive. I think they killed it with this Gutta Green colorway. Very quickly, if this is your first time on the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. And also smash that like button so it gets pushed out to more people. And then moving on to the next colorway, which to be honest, I actually like these even more. Not to say that this is a better colorway, I just personally like it more because I'm a big fan anytime I see pink on a shoe. This is the Pink Tinks colorway, very different. It starts off with black at the top, and as we go down on the shoe, you have some hits of a very dark green, and it finally turns into a navy blue at the bottom. So definitely this is much more of a muted colorway, which does make sense because as we look on the outsole, you get these big pink bubbles. And because the rest of the shoe is very dark, very toned down, the pink actually works quite well. And that's tough to do, especially this shade of pink, this very hot pink. They've somehow managed to make pink look tough, make it look street somehow. You also get some more pink on the Alcatraz logo and also on the Corteiz branding. This pair also has a very different camo print on the inner lining. It's much more brighter, much more vibrant. Another pretty good colorway. Definitely got to give Corteiz some props. They're pretty good with choosing colorways that really fit the aesthetic of the brand. I also rate the quality on both these pairs. Some pretty nice soft leather used on the upper of both colorways. And for sizing on these, I actually only managed to get the pink pair in my size, so that's why you only get an on feet of the Pink Tings. And I can confirm that definitely you want to go up half a size in this, go up half a size from your true size. I got these in my true size, which is US 11, and they are extremely tight. It is an Air Max 95, so don't expect a lot when it comes to comfort. I've never personally found any Air Max sneaker to be too comfortable, and especially with these 95s, it's a very firm, pretty much a rock hard cushioning. So yeah, get these shoes because you think they look good, because you really mess with Corteiz as a brand. Don't get it because you're looking for a comfortable shoe. Looking at resale prices right now on these, so they are definitely pretty high, especially on the green pair. It is a brand that is mainly popular in London, so I don't really know how big of a market there is for this, but I think it's a pretty safe bet to say that the prices aren't really going to be dropping. So if you do want to cop, I think probably better off copping it now rather than waiting. I will of course leave a StockX affiliate link in the description for you guys to cop. Overall, the Corteiz and Nike Air Max 95s, are these a cop or a drop? Overall, after learning about the brand quite a bit, I'm definitely feeling both of these Air Max 95s. I think they killed it with the colorways. The colorways definitely capture the essence of the brand, that rebellious nature of the brand. I know a lot of Corteiz fans were kind of disappointed in this collab because it felt like Corteiz was, you know, selling itself out, doing a big collab with a major collaborator, something that Clint had said in the past that he wouldn't do. But I also think that if you truly are a fan of a brand or an artist, you should really be celebrating their successes. You should really be celebrating the bigger the brand gets. Considering these guys were almost sued by Nike to now having a collab with Nike, that's a pretty big come up story. Yeah, I rate these. If you guys are a fan of Corteiz, then definitely these are a cop. I just realized that most of you guys watching this video are probably from London, so I maybe should have been saying Nike instead of Nike this whole video. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel once again, and also check me out on Instagram, TikTok, also my podcast. All of the links are in the description. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.